Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today I am pleased to share our new Autumn Memories Cards printable. This printable is brand new to the Papercraft Secrets website, and we're working our way through the seasons. We've done summer memories, we're now moving into autumn memories. And this is such a sweet little design. It's got different circular elements that you can add to your card. And yeah, so there's little girls, little boys, there's gnomes, there's fairies, and there's a couple of horses in this printable as well. So there's lots of versatility in this printable. So something for everyone. There's thank you, happy birthday, you are amazing, just for you sentiments, many different types of sentiments. So you really can make all types of cards with this design. And I had a lovely time creating these cards. I think I made 12 altogether. There's only 11 in this little bit here because I've already given one to my neighbor. So here I am with the Autumn Memories cards front cover of the title page of the printable, and I've also cut everything out on my scan and cut machine. You can cut it out on your Cricut machine, or you can fussy cut all of the designs. And you'll see here we've got circular images, so these are all our different little image pictures, our focal elements for the cards. There is also some plain white images, circles that I use for the message inside the card. We've got these cute little toadstools. We've got some country boots, two different types of boots. One's sort of like a hiking boot. One's more like a sort of horse riding boot. We've got so many butterflies that you can use. We have some flowers. We have more flowers. These are really pretty. We've also got some little orange bows that you might like to use as an embellishment, and these autumn leaves. Lots and lots of autumn leaves in that one. Some more toadstools. All of our sentiments, right? Huge variety of sentiments that you can use. Just for you, I love you, thank you, you are amazing, happy birthday. I think that's about most of them. So there's all of those there that you can use. And then we've got our scallop circles in two different colours. I'm starting with some square 5.5 by 5.5 inch cards. I just folded these using white cardstock, so the measurements was 5.5 by 11 inches for each of those cards. You can take a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock and get 2 cards to a 12 by 12 sheet. I began with the background color layered onto the cardstock, and I used the coordinating color for the inside of the card as well. My next step was to choose one of these scene pages and apply this to the front of each of my cards. I chose to place the scene on the right hand side of the card, but you could choose the left hand side if you preferred. The next step is to choose your image and glue it to one of the scalloped circles. I've chosen a sentiment, a mushroom for decoration. So I'm just gluing on the scalloped circle, gluing on my mushroom down the bottom there, adding my sentiment across the front of the card, and then I'm continuing the process with the center image and the scalloped circle. I'm going to put a little pair of boots down the bottom corner there, and maybe some butterflies as well. And then I'm just going to glue all that down, the boots first, the circle onto the scalloped circle, gluing down the scalloped circle to the base of the card and gluing on the sentiment, and then a couple of little butterflies to embellish. And that's the front of that card done. Moving on to the next card, choosing a scalloped circle, choosing an image, gluing those together, choosing some embellishments. This time I'm going with some autumn leaves and a Just For You sentiment, gluing that onto the base of the card, gluing on my sentiment, gluing on the autumn leaves and a little butterfly at the bottom and at the top. And here's my final card that I'm demonstrating in this tutorial, the little boy with the puppy dog, and I'm looking for some embellishments, maybe a pair of boots, maybe a flower, maybe some autumn leaves, maybe a toadstool, and my sentiment, and perhaps a butterfly on the side. And these are my 4 simple cards finished. So add a little butterfly there, and they're looking really, really nice. So now let's turn to decorating the inside of our cards. So I'm going to add a layer onto the inside of my card. And then once I have done that, I'm going to choose one of the blank circles, and that's going to be for the writing of the message. And then I could possibly use some autumn leaves behind my circle for decoration, or I could try a flower if I wanted to, have a little flower on that side and some autumn leaves on that side. I could cut my autumn leaves in half and layer 2 parts of it around underneath the white circle, just to give it a little bit more autumn leaf decoration. So I'm going to glue those on. And I'm going to glue on my white circle. And last of all, I'm going to glue on my flowers. And that's the inside of my card finished. And on to my next card now. Again, I'm just gluing on that orange square, adding in my circle, adding in some leaves to decorate, some autumn leaves, and a butterfly, and then maybe a little toadstool down the bottom, and that's finished. And so I just went through and decorated each one of my cards in a similar way, using up all of those beautiful little cutouts that I've got there on my table. Lots of embellishments to play with. Everything's ready for you, all cut out, ready to go, and all you need to do is have fun creating and gluing all the bits and pieces together. And that brings us to the conclusion of our tutorial today. These are the cards that we made in the tutorial. The Just For You fairy card, Happy Birthday horse card, Just For You puppy dog card and little boy, Just For You little girl with a kitten, and then it just kept going. There's so many. I actually used just a piece of cardstock from my stash to decorate the inside of some of the cards, just to save having to print the orange cardstock. And on these couple I added a little bit as well, just here. That was just a piece from my stash. So you can complement with pieces of cardstock or paper from your stash to create these autumn cards, just to use up some of that cardstock or paper that you'd like to get rid of in your craft room. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I loved making these cards. They were fun and easy to create. This printable is available on the Papercraft Secrets website at www.papercraftsecrets.com.au, and I'll pop the link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope you have a lovely crafty day.